Welcome, LEGO fans, to another live build. Do this here. Ooh, it works again. It was broken last time. I'm Tommy Williamson from BrickNerd.com, and we are building Metalbeard's Sea Cow from the LEGO movie. Got about 2/3 of it done last time, and it's high time we get this puppy finished. So, welcome viewers, and let's get building. I need this right now. So we're building the top part, which is 3 bags. Welcome, LEGO fans, to another live build. Oh, and I'm listening to myself. There we go. And that's the delay, if you were wondering. As if anybody was watching. Guess I should turn the chat on here just in case. It's a big step. After this, there's only 5 bags. I don't know how long this is going to take. If the first part is any indication, this is going to take maybe 3 hours. We'll see. This is not a speed build. Not attempting to set any records or really impress anybody. And as always, no wagering. Feel free to wager. If you want to lose your money, go for it. I don't care. Alright. So 3 bags in step 7 plus 1 mast. And let's get building. Hey Glenn, how you doing? Zoom. Alright. I've turned off the music this time because, as is YouTube's typical fashion, some audio was just barely discernible in the last broadcast, and they put the smackdown on me. So, I don't know why. So now this one, we're going to have no music, and it's going to be boring. As if adding music makes this any less boring. Some more Technic on this one. That's good. Keep it strong like bull. So what's everyone up to this week? Sorry it took so long to get back to the build here, but life gets in the way. I'm actually working on Expendables 3 right now, but only part-time, so that I can continue to do BrickNerd stuff, including this here live build on a Friday when everyone's at work. I figure, you know, if you got internet connection at work, and no one cares. You won't get in trouble. You can tune in and hang out with me, watch me build, and ask questions and get stupid answers. Way better than hanging out at the water cooler, right? Am I right? All right. This thing's taking shape already. I mean, it's already something. Before it was just a pile of parts. Now there's structure to it and order. Good. I hurt myself. Kind of sucks not having music. Maybe I should download the YouTube stock music library and just put it on a playlist. Nothing else. It's just something going in the background. It'll be horrible, but at least it's something. And then they can't put the smackdown on me because it's music they gave me. Rob Meyer from Cincinnati. How's it going? Glad you could join us. And by us, I mean me. Oh, there's a couple other people here. Expendables 3. Well, I guess the paycheck. It is a paycheck. I spent all day yesterday looking at Dolph Lundgren and Sylvester Stallone. It was interesting. And, I'll admit it. I'm actually having fun. It's been a while since I've worked on a film. The last one I actually was working on was Hansel and Gretel. Well, that was worth the effort. So, but it's with a bunch of friends, people that used to be at Cafe FX, and good buddies of mine. So it's more like hanging out with friends and doing stuff that we all like to do. It's been nice knocking the dust off of the compositing. I haven't done that in a while. So, and it's a paycheck. Not a bad thing. All right. There's where we are so far. Oh, I can't see what I'm doing. There we are. Isn't that cool? Oh. Good morning, Josh. How you doing? Another corner piece. Not that one. These. Did I miss that? I did miss that. Missed a part. Guess I'd call that a mistake for those keeping tabs. It is part of the fun of the live build, is keeping track of how many times I goof. It's like my family. They revel in when I mess up. They love it. It's usually when I goof. It's not so much on the building thing. It's more like the real life goof. I don't make like huge mistakes often, but when I do, they're doozies. I mean, they're epic. So, and my family will not let me forget about it for weeks. So, I can't think of any examples, but I can tell you it's almost certainly really dumb. So, and I save them up. I don't do it very often. When I do it right. Coolness, yes. As per usual, it's really difficult to see the instructions. Top corners. Where's the inverted corners? There's one. inverted. There we go. Waiting for downloads. Me and my brother built our BTTF sets after Christmas. You got it done faster. Didn't help, mine was short one part. You got short a part from the Back to the Future set? That is really rare. Are you sure you didn't drop it? Every time I seem to be convinced that I've lost a part, I find it later. Must be. Yep, there it is. What part were you short? One by one plate with a clip on top. Well, at least it wasn't a rare part. There's still a chance you'll find it too. Couple hundred and been somewhere close. Yeah, at least you lost it. It wasn't that big a deal. You can go find another one. Usually when I'm short a part, I find it later because it's not really short. It's just misplaced. It's almost certainly something I can just go to the bins and dig out real quick. I don't let it slow me down. Time to build on. Is that a dark brown? I can't tell. I don't think it is. There's a red. There's a good potential for mistakes here if these are brown. Someone's having a bad day. It's not me. Okay. Yeah, if dark red and brown are included in the same set, I'm almost certain to mess that up because these look identical. Switch over here, see what it was. Oh, lots of comments. Sorry, I missed them. How about headphones? Yeah, I suppose I could do that. But it's also for the atmosphere here. Otherwise, just listening to me breathe and talk. There's some kind of big emergency going on. Progress. Let's see. Job that's fun is hard to argue with. Yeah. Hi, BrickNerd. Say this. I can't say that. I don't even know what that is. Groten, Netherland? Netherland? Did you just make me swear in Danish? To answer your question, Unikitty's face is printed. It is a printed 1x3 sand green. Let me switch over to BCam. And go in close there. It's pad printed at high quality. And she looks very ill. I would be too. I do both very well. So I'm going to be on one next week. I'm going on a Disney cruise. Another one. I went on one last year. I'm going to the San Diego cruise to nowhere. Going to be on a boat out of San Diego in a week from today, or a week from tomorrow. Heading down a week from today, by way of Disneyland, of course. Where else? Let's see. There are reasons to go to the theater with the train tracks right behind it. What does that mean? Building a little side decoration here. That goes there. That's cool construction. Tucked it right inside there, underneath. Nice. Oh, like the sirens that sometimes add a little something. Yeah, it's like that, what's that theater Edwards has? The XPF or something like that? I don't know. They're super deluxe theater. I saw Saving Mr. Banks right next door to that theater, which was showing The Hobbit, which I had watched the week before. But basically, in the most subtle and dramatic of scenes, you'd be leaning in and listening to it while the drama played out, and suddenly you're just the whole theater will be rumbling because of the stupid theater next door. So now I ask which venue it's in. If it's going to be in that one that's right next door, no thanks. I'll see something else further down the way. I can appreciate a big theater experience when you're going to go see some, a big film like Hobbit or Spider-Man or some epic summer movie. Totally down with that. But if you're going to build those kind of theaters, they need to put some kind of gap between them and the other theaters so that they don't disturb them. Because I want my movie experience to be as the filmmakers intended. And I seriously doubt when they were doing the final mix for Saving Mr. Banks, there was a giant rumbling dragon next door. And the other side. Alright. Here's that part. It was cool. Got some stickers on the back there. Alright. When I emptied out all these parts, it seemed like more. Just lulling myself into a false sense of security here. With the last build, it drug on forever. Let's switch over here. It's not swearing, it's greetings from the Netherlands. Okay, good. Doesn't really make sense for Tommy to say greetings from Netherlands. Yeah, I should say greetings to Netherlands. How do I say that? There's it. And a third. Corner. Yes. Double convex. So where's everybody from? We know that Sam Spins from the Netherlands. Rob's from Cincinnati. Sweet, delicious sand green. I used a little sand green in the latest model for Brick Journal. Not gonna tell you what it is, though. It's a surprise. As is usual, I go and build a thing that I have in my imagination. I build and build and build. I design and design and design. I fret over it. And you'd think by now I would have some sense to go and look and see how rare those parts are before I just go and add them willy-nilly to my mock. But no, I always let my design sense override my common sense, and I go to build it later, and I don't have the parts, and it turns out, oh hey, it's only $7 each. Great. So do a little redesigning, a little bit of compromise here and there to get the price down a little bit. I don't want anybody to go broke building, recreating a model that I've designed for Brick Journal. All right, where's that part? There it is. Lucky I've got my tea. Glenn is still from Austin, Texas. Never been to Austin. I was hoping Kathleen Zwelch from Rooster Teeth would be joined. She favorited my tweet earlier. She's also from Austin, I believe, or in Austin. I think she's from California. I'm not sure. And I'm sure you've all heard of Rooster Teeth, right? Red versus blue. Okay. Some more sticker action coming up here. I will attempt to get them on straight. Where's those slopes? There's one. The other one can't be too far away. This one is cow. Cow. And relatively straight. Got a wee pirate head on the back. That's all I had earlier. There's a pearl gold minifig head. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Might be exclusive to the set. Ooh. It's always kind of fun and exciting unless you don't happen to have that set. Then it's just frustrating. What, that one part only comes in that one $200 set? Low blow, Lego. Alright, and if I can find that other slope, I can build the other side. There it is. Never mind. Nobody panic. Okay, from Livermore, California. More than half your life. Okay. Technically, I'm from Torrance, California, so I am a native. But I grew up here in Lompoc, so I call Lompoc my hometown. I have very, very little emotional ties to Torrance. Not that I got anything against Torrance, at least most of Torrance. I had some relatives there. All right. Here's the back. Let's take a peek there. Sea cow. A little gold pirate head. That's cool. That's going to be back on the back of the boat here. Looks like maybe there-ish. Not sure. We'll find out. So, James Moore. You don't see my video, James? That's weird. Clearly it's broadcasting, so. Some more ornate sides. Oops, I missed some other stuff here. This goes across the top here. Nope, not that one. Oh, great. Matthew, hello. Thanks for joining me. As the Sea Cow, Part 2, Electric Boogaloo, comes into shape. Put these on the other side too, I guess. Oops. Broke the parrot head off. It's fixed. Got ahead of myself there. There it is. Yes, I should come down for Brick Fiesta. I want to get to all the events. I would love to be in Boston right now. Or, what's going on? Brick Fair, Virginia? What's the event going on right now? I know Joe Mino's there. He was sending pictures early up. I would love to go to all the events, see everybody, see all the cool stuff. But, alas, cannot afford it. Ooh, we got those on one side. Kind of strange. I don't see any more. Must be right. Okay, Josh, you have video. I figured I do, because I can flip over to YouTube and I can see it going there. Shino RS, I wish I had more viewers too. The audience is growing. That's all I can do is try and put out the highest quality stuff that I can, even this stupid thing, and hope people find me. Kind of been the whole plan all along is just do what I like, do what I enjoy, follow my instincts, and have fun. And so far, it seems to be working. I've grown my audience from 0 less than a year ago to where it is now. And it's not huge, but it is growing. I seem to be doing something right, because everyone has nice things to say. I've gotten very few negative comments. I did get the first inane insult comment on Nerdception. I know, I'm coming up on that stage of popularity, call it that, where you post something and immediately the first thing anyone does is insult you on it. So, looking forward to being called stupid and gay as soon as I post something. So, but haters gonna hate. What you gonna do? I love the detail on this thing. So nice. That little railing there. Switch over so I can see. It just blends in so nice. And the intention of having these inset and the pips on the side on the same line. Using these extended pieces, the railings, so that it overhangs it and touches the edge and gives it more of a round feel. I like that. Well done, whoever designed this. Let's see. Who's in here? Huh. Hey, Josh. So how do I get more viewers? What can I do different? How can I share and please more people? Because really, I'm just having fun. There should be another one of these on this table. There should be another one of these on this table. There is too much butter on those trays. There's an arcane reference there. Who got it? Somebody out there knows what I was talking about. Well, there are only 8 people watching, so. Did any of the 8 of you get that? Oh, where's that part? Okay, well, I'll put it on there later when I find it. There should be another one of these right there. Don't let me forget. When I find it, oh, there it is. And I'll stick it on there. We'll pretend like it was on there the whole time. Okay? With me? You can propagate this lie together. Is that right? I can be right. Oh boy, what color is this? It's red. So red. Dark red and brown. Man. It gets me every time. I think it's red. But there's a good chance I'm wrong. It's a ship in a bottle. And 2 blink bottles. Where are they? Not so much a live build as it is a live dork trying to find Lego parts on a table. There they are. Really? It just hangs off the edge like that? All right. Or did I build it wrong? That seems to be correct. It does. Just hangs off the edge like that. Weird. Right there. Ship in a bottle. Let's flip over. 9 a.m. on Friday may be hurting. Yeah, I know. I have the opportunity. And I'm trying to move them around. Trying to make some early, some later, different days of the week, so that people who do happen to have this day off or can only watch while they collate at work, or they're in a different country and it works out timing wise from when they get off work, that type of thing. And so no matter what I do, there's somebody out there who's being excluded. No idea what color that one is. We'll assume it's red as well. Not sure what this contraption is, but it looks interesting. Gray clip. Gray clip. There's one part. This is As exciting as usual. All right, I'm looking for a 1x1. There it is. With a clip on the side. Yay. Maybe we know that clears it. That's cool. Running out of silver pips. Not sure what that part's supposed to be. But it goes here. All right. Add a couple of arches. And a wrench and a hammer. Because stuff from this movie is wacky. But in a good way. Wacky in the best way. Haven't been paying attention to the chat. Let's go see here. Yes. 10 to 20 steps later, you go, oh, it wasn't that color after all. And sometimes it's because I'm colorblind. And sometimes because I got in a hurry and didn't pay close attention. Sometimes it's because the instructions are hard to see. It's interesting. It's got a hammer and a wrench on the back. Kind of a skull and crossbones thing going on with tools. Add some windows here. Brown, dark brown, yes. I need some of the sorting arm I had in the Suncrawler good. I do. I could use some assistance. Although I did get a bit of negative feedback on the amount of people that were involved on that. It just became this this din of noise, and some people paying attention, some people not paying attention, and some people into it and not into it. I have lots of ideas for live videos for people to be involved with. My distance from all my Lego buddies in LA makes a couple of them difficult, but got several ideas for things that could be done. Maybe I'll get a chance to do them someday. There's a globe. All ships need a map. One of my favorite parts from the Pirates of the Caribbean line. The little globe. Glad to see it make a reappearance here. So there they are, fiddly to put together. All right, where does that go? Down in here, apparently. Cool. Progress. Switch over to the other side here. Ah. What? Jamie Berard doesn't design every LEGO set? No. Jamie's on the creator side of things. He is an awesome builder and a very nice guy. Where's that part? I'm looking at. All right. I'll apologize to the viewers for as much time as I've spent just staring aimlessly at my table here. Because I keep losing parts. I'm looking for a 1x2 with studs on the side. It's like studs on one side. Wait a minute, is that a new part? 1x2 with studs on one side? Might be a new part. There it is. Is this new? 1x2 with two studs on one side, not on the other. Another handy snot piece. Do like the snot. There. Need some clips. There's one. And there's one of those. Not sure what that is. Maybe it's supposed to represent quills. We've got a sextant right here for navigation purposes. No idea how they work. And there's some inverted slopes there somewhere. Oh, I see them. Right there. Glenn Copeland, yes. You got it. Manuel. One of my favorite all-time shows, Faulty Towers. He's from Barcelona. All right. A little bit of decoration here. A picture of a pirate. This must be Metalbeard in his pre-cybernetic phase. with a bird. And, oh, I see there's charts and maps. That's what those little slots are for. That's cool. They're like play features. Stickers. There. Tile. And 2 blue ones. One by 2 brick with 2 studs on one side is far from new. It came out in 2005. I didn't know that. I probably have some in my snot bin up there. I'm just enthusiastic. What can I say? I like these little maps and charts. They're kind of cool. I'll go to a close-up camera to feature those in just a second here. Oops. Caused a little minor earthquake there. That one's a little crooked. I'm fired. I'll do a B-cam. Sample of these charts and maps that are in the set. These little slots that they go in the back here. Kind of cool. If they fit. They don't really fit. Oh, one sticks to the table here. Show how that sets right there. So yep, a place for charts and maps to go into. Cool little detail. Whole back of the ship there looks like nice captain's quarters. Although I don't see how Metalbeard fits in there. He must get some assistance because he would pretty much fill that room. Yeah. Clearly they aren't his quarters. Just tell somebody, go up to my room and figure out where we're going. Alright, switching back to webcam. Shino, I agree, Lego is really expensive. I understand some of the costs. It is a highly engineered toy. You see how much trouble Creo and Mega Bloks and all the other knockoff brands have at getting even close to the quality of Lego. The reason for that is the extreme care that Lego goes to and the tolerances that they keep. And you can't engineer and manufacture on that level without a lot of effort and a lot of investment in expensive equipment and in the proper personnel. So I know it's hard to justify the cost, and it kind of sounds like what I'm talking about, but you know, having actually been to the factory and seen how it all works, I can see where a lot of the cost comes from. But still, it's expensive. I shudder to think how much I've spent in my life on these little plastic bricks. Just these shelves alone. Thousands and thousands of dollars. There's something wrong with me. 3 more of those. Alright. Oh, 2 more of those on the outside. There. And there. Yep. Yep. 1138 is the targeting computer from the X-Wing. It's a subtle nerd shirt. Although I get compliments on it pretty much every time I wear it out. And between my T-Fury shirts and my Brick shirts and my Woot shirts, pretty much every time I go out in public, somebody notices and compliments me my shirt. If it's a particularly good one and we're in some place that's particularly crowded, like last week at Disneyland, it happens all day long, and my wife just scratches her head at the popularity of what I'm wearing. It just means a lot of you people out there have really good taste, and you're just as big a nerd as I am. Own it. That's what I always say. Cough, cough. Oh. That's why. Probably built this ahead of time and not put it in there yet. But I'm not a smart guy. Oh. Time has flown by, though, as a good build time usually does. If you find yourself dragging along and not doing it, and the clock seems to slow down when you're playing with the bricks, you're doing it wrong. Time to stop, do something else. Just for a while, get back to the bricks. You do know what the 1138 is from. Yes, I do. It is from George Lucas's very experimental student film, and then later a production film that was kind of not understood by most people. THX 1138, which is also where THX kind of gets its name from, sort of. It's also the Tomlinson-Holman experiment. And, is that right? Yeah. So yes, I know what that's from. Nerd cred. Anyone tuned in for the the Sandcrawler build, my son brought in Star Wars Trivial Pursuit, I think it was. Some Star Wars trivia game. Yeah, it's Trivial Pursuit. And they were just reading cards, and people were trying to know it. And I was dominating because it was mostly classic trilogy. Just don't ask me questions about the prequels or the expanded universe, because I really don't know. I mean, I'll some, but not much. It's redundancy time. Lots of the same window over and over again. It's like the Haunted Mansion. Man, the Monster Fighters Haunted House. I will say that the build on that one, while I really enjoy the overall model, building that same window assembly over and over and over again got kind of tedious. Let's see. Price of Lego. Some guy recently took Lego to task because raw material was $3 a kilo and finished product was $75 a kilo. Let's just ignore all the other costs. Yes. I'll build these two simultaneously. Running out of stickers. There's only 2 left after I finish this step. Which is good. That means only 3 opportunities to mess up stickers. 2 opportunities left. Probably the most surprising thing about doing these live builds is the toll, the amount of the level of which it wears me out. I wouldn't think that doing this would be as exhausting that it is. And it doesn't seem exhausting at the time. Right now I feel fine. But in another 2-3 hours when I finish this thing, when it's time to go home and rescue my corgis from the crate for lunch, it'll hit me, and I'll be wrecked for the rest of the day. And I don't know why. And I don't want you to think I'm complaining about it, because I really enjoy doing this. Because I'm going to build it anyway, I might as well build it and hang out with everybody while I'm doing it. But it's just surprising to me. I did not expect that. And it happens every single time. You get done with it and just, oh. And let my tea get cold. Tepid. If that. So perhaps I'll make another cup of tea. Because it keeps me going. It goes the other way. I almost messed that up. I forgot to put the key on there. Do it this way. There we go. Now that goes on. Switch back here. You hear the wind kicking up out there. Oops, just one of those. Doesn't seem tall enough. What am I missing? Oh, I missed this earlier. Right. Yep. I also missed this earlier. Anyone's keeping tabs on mistakes. I missed that. There we go. And on the other side, does that count as one mistake? I don't know. Yep, I need a musical option for this. It won't make YouTube freak out on me. I do have music in my head going because right before I started the broadcast, I was listening to the Sherlock Holmes soundtrack. So that's been in my head since we started this. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and yet it's still buzzing. I'm going to reposition my time-lapse camera here and start some hot water for tea. Move this around to the other side here. There we go. That'll work. Talk amongst yourselves. All right. Where were we? Yes, the sea cow. I love that YouTube emails me to tell me that someone commented on my video. And it's actually the chat that's going on next to the video here. I mean, I guess it's a real-time comments, is I guess what you would call it, but they feel the need to notify me that someone's commenting. And it's not all of them, just some of them. All right. top of that. Now it's nice and strong. Some weapons on the outside here. You never have too many flintlocks, or you can get at them when you're on a pirate ship. Just in case trouble breaks out. Should be getting easier as there's fewer pieces on the table, right? Door in there. Oops. Try not to wreck anything else in the meantime. There we go. And we'll do a little progress check. Got the whole back end on there. It's got some little pistols up here. The door that opens up. There's treasure inside. The whole little captain's quarters there that the captain can actually fit into. Water's done. Be right back. We'll let that steep. Which means I'll forget about it later. Or right now. Don't let me forget. I have tea steeping. Count on you. Yep, that's it. Yet another propeller. Where's that button? There it is. Gray pin. Another prop on the back here. So with 3 propellers on this thing, it probably has some pretty good pickup. Right? We got some more whips as design and decoration elements. Like that. It's very nice. By the time you get this message, your tea will surely be oversteeped. And I think it's in just the right amount of time. 3 minutes, right? All right. Oh, that looks perfect. A little bit of sugar in the raw. Uh-oh, somehow I don't have power. There we go. That's better. That would have been bad. Down to 2 watchers. I've bored everybody away. Delicious. All right. Continuing on. Yes, thanks, Glenn. You kept me from oversteeping my tea. There. Now it's nice and strong. And now it's got a full cap. So now we'll be doing the particles on top of it. If I can find these last little bits. One. Here's the other. And once again, oh hey, look, there's that tile I was looking for at the very beginning there, which goes right here. Woo! Oh, that's worthy of celebration. Hold on a second here. Do this. No, that's not it. That's not it. No, it's taking too long. Oh, it's Google Effects. I need to do that. There we go. Oh, first of all, part height. Hard. Okay. And now to celebrate the fact that I got the last 1x2 tile on it that I lost earlier. It's not doing it. Maybe it's doing it and I can't hear it. Okay. Yes, Glenn, you can go. You're off the hook. These make great tops. Ooh, shot parts all over the place. Which is a sign of a good top. Okay. So now that we've actually found that 1x2 tile, I can't find the other one that goes on top here. So nope, 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 no, 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 no. Wait a second. Found it. Buried under pips. Got it. We're just roaring along now. It's frightening progress. Progress. That's where we are. Oops, I'm going to turn these things off. There we go. Top is fully capped now. Where is everybody? There's only 2 people watching now. That's so sad. Let me send out a reminder on Facebook. Uh-oh. Oh, never mind. Oh, we're up to 3. There we go. Now, it calls for it to be put onto the back of the boat. I'll bring the boat over to myself. Try not to break it. Now, goes up there. That is a big boat. It's not done yet either. There's still stuff to go on top of that, but wow. It's so cool. Alright. Let's put that back out of the way. Maybe slide it down so it doesn't block the view too much. Alright, now. Oh, never mind. Next steps aren't the top. I gotta build a little front bit here. Put on a bracket. Well, I guess that part's not removable. This is pretty much going to lock it into place. That wind's picking up. There's some slopes here. Not those 2. Curved bows. There we go. I can build these. I like continue to look for them. Go there. One of those. There. There they are. And the last of the stickers. Try not to get these on backwards. Not that it really matters. Okay, last chance to really screw up a sticker. Go this direction. Nope, opposite of each other. Last of the stickers, not messed up. And that pretty much attaches that to the top there. This whole thing right here. It's pretty much stuck up there. I thought it was removable. All right. A couple of these. I only held on by a single stud. Interesting. All right, now I'm going to build a little top bit. Put this back out of the way. Man, that thing's big. All right, sticker sheet, no more. This should go relatively quick because there's very few parts left on the table. That edge. Very few people in the hangout today. I never know what's going to happen. If I think I know, I'm wrong. Listen to slope. 2x2 inverted slope. There it is. It's hidden in plain sight. It's looking too far away for it. Where are we? Hour and a half point. Some sort of delivery truck here. It's not for me. It's very few, pretty much me. Yeah, actually it is. You're it. You're it, Josh. Thanks for hanging out with me. There were some people earlier who kind of come and gone. James Moore hopped in for a second. Push off. It's not craggle, it's removable. True, true. If I wanted to get that top off, it would take nothing more than a little push that direction, and it'd be off. Now the music from Frozen is in my head. Lucky for you, I don't sing. But not so much don't, but won't. It's flying together now because there's no parts on the table, so it's easy to find things. And now that I've said that, something's going to show up missing. All right. Progress. More whips as decoration. I like that. Flimsy look gives everything. Love is an open door. Yeah, not happening. apologize for my creaky IKEA chair. Drop one. Alright, let's stack some tubes here. 5. 2 of those. That seems good. So now that everyone and their dog has done it, we have missed the sea cow, boat. Yes, there has been an awful lot of lip sync on Love the Open Door. Perhaps too much. Amazing how one thing will gain popularity on the web and then suddenly everybody's doing it. And it changes from week to week. Right. Yep. Yeah, I should have one more of those. Where is it? There it is. Progress there. Let my tea get cold again. One of those again. These are fairly new, I do believe. Double pin with an axle on the end of them. First time I saw those with the sandcrawler over there. But then again, I don't build a lot of Technic anymore, so they could have been out for 2 years and I wouldn't be any the wiser. See, building some kind of cannon or something. These pieces never stay on. There we go. It's got a cannon too. Now you've seen Seek Out up close. This video wants you more to get a copy. Then my work here is finished. Actually, I guess I'm not really encouraging people to get or not get the parts. I want to give them the information for them to make their mind up for themselves. So, if you've decided, yes, I'm going to get that, then I did my thing. If you decided, nope, not for me, then I also did my thing. Which I'm not sure if Lego would be too happy about that, but that's not why I'm doing this. If you do decide to get it, click through either the Amazon or the Lego link on the website, or use the link in below the video on the blog there, and order it through BrickNerd, and they'll give me a cut, a very small cut, but it all adds up. All right, getting our first mast. Our ship is growing up. That's interesting. That doesn't seem right. It should be setting deeper in there. This is step. This looks like it's sitting flush. I have made an error. Move that part. Yep. I goofed. Now, how to get that out? Without taking the whole thing apart. Just reach in there, yank it out of there. No. Pull this off. And get it out. I goofed. Don't claim to be perfect. Decided to get every Lego movie set. I really never commit ahead of time to like an entire set. I'm very selective about what I get. It's got to be something that really piques my interest. Even a set that's, or a series that I really am excited about, like Indiana Jones. I didn't get every set. One, half the time the budget can't support it. As everybody knows, this stuff ain't cheap. So, okay, got a mask now. I'm sure there's been sets through the years that I've, or series that have come out and I've been like, yeah, that's pretty cool. And then before the whole thing's over, I discovered that I've got every set. I can't think of any case of that, but I would not be surprised. But I am not a completist by any stretch of the imagination. Even if I wanted to be, I couldn't afford it. Because as we were discussing earlier, this stuff's expensive. And yes, I do get support from LEGO now, which is great. Fantastic, actually. They sent me this. But they're not going to certainly send me everything that they make. That's not going to happen. So I will appreciate everything that they do give me and still spend a fortune of my own money on the stuff that they don't. What am I looking at? Okay. Time to break out our technical panel sales. Interesting configuration of sale there. Fantastic. All right. Why can't I get that? Perfect opportunity for a sophomore joke there. I'm not going to go there. Oh, I see. That whole thing. Couldn't figure out why that was like that. Why is that one there? Sail construction so far is fascinating. Why it's designed like it is, I have no idea. Very interesting. So it's a series of Technic connections in there to hold the thing apart. The top part seems to be just there to hold it open. And there's little ball joint pins on the bottom ones, at least keep them from collapsing in too far And this keeps it from going the other direction. I don't see why these Technic balls are in there. There's another ball joint underneath there on each side. I don't see what purpose they serve yet, but perhaps it will be made clear in the upcoming step. Mixels would be very easy to be completist with. That is true. That is very true. And currently I have every Mixel that is out. Depends on how big they get with the line. I have all the microfighters too, but I would consider that just one part of the larger LEGO Star Wars assortment. And I don't have every LEGO Star Wars set by any means. That's pretty cool. It's got a little set of flags on there, on top. Coming up on the end of the second hour here. And now it goes on top. Oops, knocked the part off. This thing is getting heavy. There we go. Top of the boat. This thing's like 2 feet tall. Maybe not quite 2 feet. 20, at least 20 inches tall. 22 inches tall. It's big. You can fit on camera anymore? Barely. You can barely fit the whole thing in there. It's huge. All right. Still have a ship's wheel to add. Here we go. Ship's wheel, which is kind of wiggly. It looks to have been retrofitted to allow quite large Metalbeard to sail his own ship. Let's see if he fits up there. Certainly it looks big enough for him now. Yes, indeed, he fits up there. How about that? I thought he must fall over. He's a little unstable, but that happens when you have a peg leg. And I have an awful lot of... Oh, I missed that step. Cheese wedges are being added. Maybe those weren't extra. I haven't used any of them yet. That's big. Alright, well, shows bag 8. There's an awful lot of spare parts after that step. Way too many pips. I missed some. Yeah, there's 2 I missed. Got those. Oh. Just ways of being generous, I guess. Alright. The spare parts so far. We are about to open bag 8, or bags 8, there's 2 of them, to build the front end. I don't know what that part's called. I'm not a ship guy. The thing down here is called the forksel, which, if you read it, looks like forecastle. Only 2 big bags in this step, and not nearly as full as the last bags. So we're in the home stretch here, which is good, because we're now 2 hours into this thing, added to the 5.5 hours to the last one. Yikes. And there's a cow in this one. Oh. All right. I'm actually building right onto the front end of here, apparently, so I'll move my foot closer. All right. Let's get this party started. Oh, that's not good. Let's put another boat tile on the front here. There. That'll make assembly easier. Anyone there still? Hey, you have 4 viewers. Hi, viewers. The front bit is the prow, I believe. I'd buy that. Dimensions for shop and home, 24 inches high. Yep, that sounds about right. I don't know if that's the highest spot. They might have a... I think that's the highest spot. It's the box. Nope, the center mass goes much higher, or at least as high. Yeah, it's a big boat. I'm wondering how I'm going to be able to shoot this thing. Shoot, HD, which is wider than it is tall, and this thing is the exact opposite, which is going to make photography somewhat challenging. That's okay. I like a challenge. If it was easy, anybody can do it. There's our anchor polar upper. Sure, that has an official name too. Although I'm pretty sure they aren't normally built with a giant spindle. That's pretty cool. It's getting hard to show you details as I go along because it's so gigantic. There. At the end of the second hour, I should probably reposition the time-lapse camera again. Do a shot right here. There. As the wind howls outside. I don't know what the weather's like. It's kind of cruddy when I got here. Looks a lot like a Dutch VOC ship. It's a VOC ship. Good drill, good drill. Let's put it on straight, in the proper direction this time. Go. There. What is that? One of those. Two of those. There's another one of those. Awful lot of motorcycles running through town today. Some rides I don't know about. Not that I know much about motorcycle rides. U stands for United East Company, or however you pronounce those. Oost Indies? I'm butchering that. Alright. Good. That all done? What's everybody doing this weekend? I'm going to spend most of my weekend right here. Probably start shooting this tomorrow, and we need to do a science project video with my son. Where's that part? That's right. Do I like Transformers? They're okay. I am. As a kid, Transformers were a little too old to be interested in things from a kid's point of view in toys. I'm always interested in Lego. I never lost my interest in that. But as far as like Star Wars action figures and stuff like that, I just outgrow that kind of stuff to a point. And then you usually get back into it. But the mentality of from a kid's standpoint, Transformers arrived just a little bit too late for me. Same thing with like He-Man and Thundercats, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. All that stuff grew in popularity just as I was not a kid anymore. So I never really truly got into them. I appreciate them, and I can name a few of them. I've had a few over the years. They sort of made a little resurgence while my oldest boy was a kid, and we bought several of the cooler ones, especially the Star Wars related ones. But as missed a part. Thankfully, I spotted it before I got this thing all around there. And if you're talking about the movies, no. I'm not a Michael Bay fan. I like two of his movies, The Rock and The Island. And even those have got scenes that I have some trouble getting through. But for the most part, didn't really care for Mr. Bay. And it's not just because I worked with him, he was a bit of a jerk. Might have something to do with it. But why is my phone buzzing? I left it on Do Not Disturb. Yeah, I didn't really have a dark age. I had what you might call a dim age, but it was not based on deciding I was too cool for Lego and just not wanting it anymore. What happened is my parents divorced when I was 13, and my mom took off with my sisters, and me and my brother stayed with my dad, and a good portion of the Lego left with them. I did keep some of what I wanted, but most of it left with them. Now that we had a whole bunch. I do believe that clicks on there. Might have clicked it prematurely. But I saved some of my Lego. I had my original castle stuff and a little bit of my classic space stuff. So I did have a pretty good collection of Lego, and I was still very much interested in it. And then I moved to California. My dad remarried, stayed in Wichita with my brother. So I was kind of like just striking out on my own, I guess, and have been so ever since. Stayed with friends and family and carved out a path for myself in life. In my Lego, I had very little of it. What I did have, I had stored in a friend's shed when I was down trying to break into the movie business, and somebody broke in and stole it. So I lost all of my childhood Lego, with the exception of two or three minifigures that were in a different box for some reason, and they are now prized possessions. I have, I believe, 3 original classic castle minifigures from my original childhood collection, and that is it. And for a brief period there, probably about 2 years, just due strictly to financial reasons, I had no Lego. But just about that time, pirates came onto the scene, and I was very excited by those, and much to the confusion of my then fiancée, I purchased pretty much the entire pirate line. I had the Black Seas Barracuda and all of those cool sets. I had them all together and on display in our living room, and she has never ever quite fully understood my obsession, but has tolerated it and is very nice about it. I don't give her enough credit for putting up with me and my obsession. But that is my nearly Dark Ages story. Not quite, well, definitely not self-imposed. Lego and Transformers, I do really like those. I especially like ones that are kind of out of the box. I can't remember the name of the builder. He built a Nintendo N64 and all the cartridges, and all of those transformed. Brilliant. I thought that was fantastic. And that type of stuff, I am totally into. I don't build it myself, but I really like looking at it. So I've got one of those now. Seems crazy. I love it. It's awesome. Oops, I missed part. Where is that? Panel. There we go. Your wife is very accommodating, but sounds about enthusiastic. My wife does build from time to time. She's currently into a little bit into the Friends stuff. I've given her some sets. She had a little penguin was in her Easter basket. Easter Bunny hooked her up, and she likes the Disney princesses stuff. She hasn't got all of them, but she's got a few of them. Oh, what I'm building them. But it looks cool. Another one of these here. There it is. Or plenty of horror stories about people who have gone off to school or gone into the military and left their brick behind. And, it sits in the attic, and as far as everyone's concerned, it's just something they used to play with as a kid and forgotten. Come out of their dark ages just in time to discover that mom and dad have cleaned out and have given all of their Lego away to little Timmy down the street. Now, I imagine that is a very sad discovery. Oh, I see. Big guns or something. Let me hear your guns. Another arcane reference there. Who's going to get it? Wow. Another mast. Down in this. I'm actually trying to get my wife to come to BrickCon with me some year. She does understand the people behind it. She has spent enough time hanging out with me and all my Lego friends that she kind of gets them. There's a pin in there? Nope. There's a bushing anchor. And there's lots of people that she's heard me talk about and I've had friendships with for quite some time that she's never actually met. So I know that she would like to get there and put faces to names, or at least be able to hang out with the people that I won't shut up about when I get back from BrickCon. Or those people from the pictures that she sees. She wonders just what kind of debauchery we get up to. Let me tell you, there's plenty of it. You wouldn't think a bunch of adults who play with toys would get into as much trouble as we do. But there's plenty of that going on. Damn it, Ben's paying until I heard arcane reference. Oh well, I guess I can't be that guy every time. I'll do it again. Let me hear your guns. Okay. There's nothing wrong with being that guy. I'm usually that guy. I should build it in the order that they intended here. Yes. Definitely not that guy this time. That was a reference to 1941. Yeah. Wouldn't call it a hit from Spielberg, but I love that movie. I don't know why it didn't do better than it did, because it's brilliant. All right, boom. It's like a little airplane. Some sort of Victorian flying machine. Your wife's going to go to Brick Fiesta. Keep her big toe on the roofs of a speed dial. Your wife and my wife would get along just fine. Alright. Now, everything in there. And that goes through there. And gets one of the back. And we have another sail on there. Progress. It's getting heavy and unwieldy. Okay. So we got a sail there in the front. And like some sort of crow's nest with a couple big guns on it. Oh, gosh, it's big. All right. I guess this is the crow's nest. I don't know what this part would be called. Oops. That. Oops. This is quite delightful. Just more fun things every time you complete a step. It's a crow's nest, but it's got like a little roof on it. Not sure how anyone would get up there. I'd be a good climber. All right. Oh, got someone else in chat here. Stuart. Hey, Stuart. How you doing? Is all this compensation for your deprivation? Maybe. There could be some sort of a psychological angle on it like that. I know that if I had the means, I would have never stopped buying and building. But it's not like I have means all the time anyway. But we go through our feast and famine days just like we always did. Another nasty piece. Yes. Yes, Stuart, I am seeing chats. You must come to Brick, Virginia and spread the nerdiness. I would love to. But as I was discussing, can't afford to at this moment. That doesn't line up. And this. You. Let's see how that's going to work. That doesn't line up. That feels a little forced. Kind of pulling it over the side. I'm not sure that that's actually a totally legal connection in Lego terms. There. Yeah. Doing that now. Big time web star? Hardly. You have me confused with someone else. Lego group should be flying me around. I certainly wouldn't stop them, but I really honestly don't expect that'll ever happen. Way back when I was enjoyed a little bit of treatment that way for software companies. I was doing visual effects, because I still kind of do visual effects, but the software that we use on different shots every once in a while, a vendor would want me to do some demonstrating or talk about stuff that we did and how we did it. And that was always very cool. I got to go to Japan, a company called DPS for software. What the heck? We used to use something called a PVR, a personal video recorder, back before DVRs existed. And we used software called Fusion. Back then, I believe it was called Digital Fusion. And right after we finished work on Armageddon, they asked if I would be interested in going to Japan to participate in a press event. I had to think whole seconds about that. What, you want to fly me out business class to another country so I can talk about your software? Sign me up. It's really weird too, because I was treated like this minor celebrity. Nobody there had ever heard of him. Of course not. But the fact that I had worked on this movie and somehow was opening doors for me. You know, magazines there taking pictures of me and stuff. I still have Japanese articles that I cannot read that have my picture in it and shots that we worked on for Armageddon. We literally did 1/100th of that show. 1/100th. There were 300 shots in Armageddon. We did 3 of them. I don't know if I should have that left over or not. We did 3 shots out of 100. 300. Lucky for us, they were very popular shots. They were on the DVDs. They were on the video releases. I think I should have. Yep, this should have another layer on it. We did the shots of the shuttles lifting off. There. Still don't know where this goes though. What are these horns? Cow gold horns? Yeah. So there's a shot looking down with the shuttles coming at you toward like that. There's a shot with those shuttles going by you. It's a shot of the shuttle coming towards you while the SRBs peel away from it. We did those 3 shots, and they ended up in all the advertising material. So we sort of made out like that. So everybody who had seen the movie and seen any trailer for it or promo or anything had seen our shots, which was kind of cool. So I really did it warrant packing me up and flying me to another country so that I could talk about all that work we did? Not really. Okay, somehow I ended up with an extra antenna. I don't know where it goes. The only one I saw in use was up here. Unless there's one that goes on top of that. Let's see. Because it's so gigantic. It's no longer in the picture. Nope. I don't know. We'll call it extra. The extra being I've seen poly bags with fewer sets in it, fewer parts in it. All right, there's our front end. Ugh. Front end of the boat there with our flying cow on it. Looking amazing. It's really hard to appreciate how heavy that is. I guess if you pick up the box, you know. Of course, that doesn't include this stuff. But you know, most of that will actually sit on the boat when it's done. So, sort of. Where exactly does that double-decker couch fit on here? Nowhere. All right. Bag 9. The last bag. Bags. 2 left. We got those 2 bags left, plus all the extra stuff that was in this one shared bag. Make sure I'm not missing any comments. The cow prow, yes. Is that what this part's called? I thought that was the front of the boat here. But this part's actually called the prow? And that makes you get cold again. Oh. All we? I'm sure if we position the camera. At least make sure it's still running. Yep, still running. That'll work. Okay. That's my personal place to build. Now the boat slightly rattles because of the chain that's on the front of the. If you can hear that or not. All right, home stretch, folks. Seems so almost built. That's not right. Should be a board there. There we go. Didn't feel right. Now it's correct. Oh, that's more. Which is nerdier, you building a Lego set on the internet, or us watching something built, or someone build a Lego set on the internet, or me being pandemic? I don't know. There's different levels of nerdiness. Oh, that's a very deep question, Stuart. Hey, there's a rat. Have some cheese, alright. Another arcane reference. That one's really obscure. Get the cells out of the way. Not blocking my stuffs. Alright. Look at first. Inverted. Slips. There's that. guess this is supposed to be cheese. Unruly Hair, 1945. Wow. Okay, I don't know about your question earlier, but the fact that you got that so quick, that's nerdy. Hats off to you, sir. Yes, that was indeed an arcane Looney Tunes reference. Google to the rescue. I don't consider that any kind of cheat. There's been very little that I could not find on the internet. Remember back in the earlier days of the net, I used to try and describe it to family members and stuff. And what's the big deal about it? It's like it's every bit of information you ever wanted to know at your fingertips. Give me a minute, I'll find you most things. Give me an hour, I'll find you anything. And a lot of them, a lot of people to this day still don't really truly appreciate how staggering that is. I have no idea if I got the right colors on these parts. 111. Nope, because I put two little green ones on there. I can't tell what color it is. Kind of looks reddish, so I'm going to go with the red one. And if I got it wrong, you can dock me. Now we're adding like kind of underslung detail there. There's nothing on that side, and the rat on the other. Now we're going to add a whole bunch of large parts. I can find those parts. And there's one of them. Where's the other? There it is. They're both face down. I have a call. Let's see who it is. It's Philip Moses. I have to call him back. So much for the do not disturb feature of the iPhone 5. So I just got disturbed. He's probably sitting there watching the show and decided he wanted to be on the air. call me right back. Yes, Epic Lego Mox, you need this set. It is packed with really cool parts. You ought to live stream with Twitch. I've heard it's better than YouTube. I'll look into that. Female's got to be watching. Trying to disturb. Female, if you're watching, I'm shooting time-lapse video on my phone, so I can't take your call. Actually, I'm not certain I'm shooting anymore. I might be able to take your call or call you back if it interrupted the shots. The shot while it was accepting an incoming call. I don't want to lose my time-lapse footage. We are still rolling. I will call Emo back as soon as I'm done. D&D's iPhone 5 features, OS 7. Oh. Philip, I knew you were watching. No, I don't take on-air calls. Well, the problem is my phone is shooting the time-lapse footage. So private chat me if you want to discuss something. If I know you don't want to discuss something. You just wanted to interrupt me while I was doing something. I'm in the home stretch of building this here giant ship. It's going well, but slow. We are almost 3 hours in to today's session, which was added to a 5.5-hour session from last week. This is a big set, a very big set. So I have to assume everyone over at Resistance Effects is now gathered around Femo's computer, all chomping on popcorn, pointing and laughing at me. So, hi guys. If not, it's just Femo. So, hi Femo. Femo, do you need me to call you back? A little weird building this part because this thing flexes on the bottom there. Kind of this is weird on base. There we go. Some progress here. Got little fans in there. Back end. Yeah, Stuart's got some texture. Let's see. Let's have to figure out how to mute Hangout. Not sure. Mute your computer. Guys, do you mind if I entertain you with some puns? Did you hear about the guy whose whole left side was cut off? He's all right now. Wah, wah, wah. Hold on, I got a sound effect for that. Where is it? Here we go. I think it played. I have my computer muted, otherwise I have to listen to myself. Delayed by a minute. A whole lot of these in there. Kind of like that. Little 1x2 with the 2 studs on the end. There's quite a few in this set. Desi just asked, what's he building? I'm building the Sea Cow from the Lego Movie. An exceptionally large, very cool ship from the movie. Very wacky and steampunky and gigantic. It also means that I was right. The entire crew for the Resistance is now hanging around, watching me build. No pressure. Lucky for me, I have no shame. If Goldman's watching, happy birthday. Oops. All the down. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So, nothing to stop it. Yeah. How far that goes. This thing just automatically. Okay. I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down. Yeah, that's another groaner. I wonder why that baseball was getting bigger. Then it hit me. Alright. Two peanuts were walking down a dark alley. One was assaulted. There's another one of these somewhere on here. There it is. And another layer of those. Down to the wire here. Almost done with this thing. After an epic 2-part session. It's almost done. I've got 2 mask sections there. The thing on top, which looks like it's about to accept another mask section. Got some rigging to go on the side here. That'll keep things a little more rigid through the structural art of triangulation. Okay. These. Step 1, have the part handy. Nope, messed it up somehow, somewhere. Because that's supposed to be flat surface. It shows it 3 layers deep, and it's 3 layers deep. What the heck? No, it's 4 layers deep. Stand by while I figure out how I goofed it up. Aha! There's one of these in there. Easily fixed for once. If I can get it in there. Insert pun here. Okay, I'll do it cleverly. That totally worked. That's how it's supposed to work. Okay, where were we? Lock the thing down with a couple of these. Front to back flip. Alright, that's part's done. We have full mast height for the center of the boat. It's big. Switch back over here. Oh, Oh, did I say full mass cut? I didn't mean that because I'm going to build more stuff on top of it. Can you guys hear the wind howling? The size of this thing is blowing my mind. It is gigantic. It is really impressive. Even like on display in the store, you don't really get the true sense of it until you're really putting it together. Massive. Missing a bar. That's a lot awkward to put together. Go. Where does that go? Over here. Yes. What's that gonna work? So try it, see how it works. That's a little wiggly. Maybe we'll pin it further. Hope so. All right. This is giant. Can you fit on camera anymore? Barely. I hate losing parts in the huge sets. Yeah. So far, I've only had one that I really couldn't find. Turned out that I knocked it onto the floor. All right. Building another sail here. I do like the solid sail construction on this thing. Kind of fun. Rather than fabric. So now I mess that up. Two there, at the bottom. too short. It's much bigger. Nope. Same size. There's that. I started with the wrong piece. That'll do it. For those of you keeping score at home, that was a goof. Try that again with the proper piece. Hey, now it fits. So, I've got time to move the time lapse again. But first, I'll continue building. Get this step done. A huge set of sails. Also, Glenn is not keeping a running total on mistakes. Good, because neither am I. Okay. I was going to make that. One last move on the time lapse. Get rid of my tea too. My cold tea. Move back over this way. Camp up. And the time lapse continues. Maybe this is the part that's supposed to go in. I bet it was. That makes sense instead of just stuck there. Then move back here and I can do a little bit of reconstruction. 32. That's this one. All right. Stand by, people. That was a big goof. Whoa! But fairly easily corrected. It didn't seem right. That seems right. There we go. What fell? Right there. That's what we needed. Top. That's in the proper direction. There. That. There. All right. Crisis averted. Nothing to see here. Totally counting that mistake. Okay, so it's just one now. That one goof. Okay. All right. Set of sails there. Phillips had the bow out. Yeah, work to get done. Okay. Almost done. Gotta go rescue my dogs, so I've got to finish this up quick. And eat lunch, of course. Fire. Those. I'm gonna knock that down. You know, I never realized that these snap into these things, like bars. I never knew that. Legos always surprising me. Or is that a new part? Not falling for that trick. Channel. About now is where I would have discovered that serious mistake. This thing stood up about that far. But I caught it on my own. Sort of, ahead of time. Nearly. Doesn't make any less stupid. But right. That. Some chips on the side. Move 4x4. Hang on a second, smooth 4x4. And goof and put it on the. No, those both have holes in them. Are those used elsewhere? Nope. One there, one there. These both have holes in them. This one on the bottom is supposed to have a hole in it. That'll be just my luck. I'm gonna do it really early so that you have to go back and destroy a bunch of stuff to make it correct. Indeed. Yeah, that one's way deep too. Another major goof. Okay. We're going to approach this from the standpoint of from the bottom up. Look at that. That comes off really easily. Glenn, you can count this one too. Because I put that in there, and it should be one of these. I do believe. Just verifying. Yep. Okay. Corrected with minimal effort. Haha. Fixed. And now I have this part to put on here. Log that under duh. You guys can go back and watch the video earlier where I make that mistake. Just laugh until you stop. Almost done. What's this here? Hey, that means me, Dave, dropping in late after mocking waves. Hey! I think I spy a meteor strike on the shelf behind there. You can't be sure of the game on top of that. Magicus. Yeah, that is Meteor Strike. Above that is Monster 4. And I think there's a lava monster or lava game up there as well. Or is that one still at home? I don't know, I was digging that thing out. What? Monster 4. Yes. Wait. You do type goodly. Your aura of infallibility is slightly diminished by this incident. I don't know how to comment on that one. If you think I'm infallible, you are incorrect. That's a pretty cool little structure. There, on top of that, that. And goes into there. Correct? No, not quite correct. This goes the other way around. It's easy to build this upside down. Smokestack. Leave a little fire burning in the furnace down there. Did I miss this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. It's not there. Oh, Days Young. Plenty of time to make more stupid mistakes. Alright, now this goes on here. Correct. Those going. Alright. I got some coal to load into this crate. Cap it, put it here. And we got tools to go into the other one, including a gold crowbar for zombie smashing in the highest style. It goes there. We're building another sail. I'm close to finished here. Which is good because I'm getting hungry and tired. And bam. Now that one goes on. Decorate this long chain. It looks cool, I guess. For some reason the sails have these little chains hanging on the front of them. It's got to be strictly for aesthetics. They serve no purpose. They just look cool. Let's see. Ooh, I'll catch up there. Me type nerdly sometimes too. Wow, I didn't realize the set was that big until now. Yes, it is colossal. I mean, I've seen this thing in person. I've seen it twice. At the Lego movie experience down at Legoland, and I've seen it in one of the stores, I think. Where did I see that? But, yeah, until you build it, you don't really appreciate how truly gigantic it is. Staggeringly big. Alright. Oh, good. We do have another pin to go through this thing to keep it from wobbling around. Okay, that goes there. And this will get passed through there, into there, and get a gold pip on the back. Those look important. So what is that? But according to this, I'm done. Oh, that goes on top. Oh, okay. So that's where that piece goes. Right. Yep. Don't see how, but how does that fit there? Oh. Fixing yet another error. Whoa. Really close to done here. It goes on there. And now we got to determine where these two parts were supposed to be. Guess we can go way back to figure that part out. Down below there. Yeah, got those. That seems correct. Just leave over the front part there. Let's see. Yes, that's how fundamental and old this mistake was. No, not there either. Oh, they go down the middle. All right. Oh. This goes here. This drops in. The front part there. Center. than that, we completed Sea Cow. Looks like Mr. Wrench. This must go in this parts in here. There we go. Or down at the bottom. You know, that's just as good. All right. There it is. The Sea Cow in its enormous entirety. Plus, of course, all of our players here. Previous, Wild Style, Emmett, Benny, Special, the double-decker couch, greatest invention ever. Metalbeard, Seasick Unikitty, two micromanagers come with it as well, a large one and a small one. Let's see if there's any this Metalbeard strike you is the type who might close up the smokestack and hotbox the lower deck. No. Although I did think when I saw stuff, images creeping out from the before the movie came out, I assumed he was a bad guy, but it turned out he was a good guy. So that was quite surprising. And why would a bad guy sail a ship this awesome? This is truly the ship of the good guy. There's his spot up on top there. It was a little hard for him to hold the wheel. Can't get his hand that far forward. But that's a seriously large, seriously cool, and seriously expensive set. Well, I did it. Time to go home and save my corgis. Thanks for hanging out with me while I built this colossal monstrosity. And see you on the next live build. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Signing off.